it's Miss Robinson, your third grade math teacher for the year. And if you recall from last week, we did multiplication one-step word problems. So um, a few weeks back before that, like a month ago or so, we went over multiplication and division equations and different strategies on how to solve them. We have equal groups, arrays, skip counting, number line, T-chart, basically anything that has to do with equal sections or equal parts and moving numbers forward, right? Well, or breaking numbers apart for division. Well, this week we're going to be going over division problems and how to solve word problems with that involve division using the same strategies we've been doing. So let's look at our objective. I can divide by using a variety of strategies to solve one-step word problems. So I discussed some of the strategies we'll use. I didn't want to list them all in here because I know we've been using them so much. I want you guys to be able to tell me some of them. So we're going to use a variety of strategies to solve one-step division word problems today. I want you, if you have someone near you, or you can just think or talk out loud, what is one strategy that you really like to use when it comes to division problems? So some of the strategies you might have come up with were equal size groups, breaking things into equal size groups, using an array and counting how many are in each row, skip counting, number lines, using multiplication facts that we know already to find the related fact. These are all great strategies. So now we're just going to refresh our mind by using a division equation to use these strategies. Okay, so I've put a division equation right here. 42 divided by 7 equals blank. There's so many different strategies you guys can use for this. I'm going to give you guys a minute to try and think of a strategy and try and solve this problem using that strategy, and I'll go over many strategies with you. I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds. All right, guys, so one of the most common strategies I know with third graders is groups. We love our equal groups and we love our arrays. So let's do both those first. Let's start with equal groups. This number can either represent how many groups we have or how many are in each group. I'm going to make 7 groups because to me that's easiest to count one at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups. And I'm going to count one at a time to make sure each group has an equal number until I get to 42. I like to use tally marks because they're easier for me to read to make sure I'm doing my work correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you guys see that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, well, I'm at 42. And we can see there's the same number in each of these, but some of them look a little bit better than others. And I just want to know how many is in one of these 7 groups. So I'm going to pick this one. This one looks like the easiest for me to see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tally marks in each of these groups. So it looks like my answer might be 6. I can use another strategy to check my work. I'll use an array. So I'll use X's for my array because for me, again, if I use little dots, sometimes it's hard to keep track. So I need 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can see that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to keep putting 1 in each row until I get to 42. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, almost there, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Now I know my array isn't perfect looking, but I do know that this first row I can count pretty easily. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each row. So I double checked it and I got a correct answer. Now I just want to bring out one more thing before we get to the word problems. We can use number lines, we can use skip count, we can use all different things. And we will use that later. But one really big one that we like to use for division is using the multiplication equation, the related equation, to help us solve it. Now, what I mean by that is, I see that it was 42 divided by 7 equals blank, but I know 6 now, right? That's the same thing. If we use our fact families, that's the same thing as writing 7 times blank equals 42. And I know our 7s, we probably don't really have those memorized, but we can use a T-chart. We can use what we already have in a T-chart. Well, I know I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do all that stuff, right? But I know 7 times 5 because I know my 5s really well. And I know 7 times 5 is 35, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I can say 7 times 5 is 35. Now I just need to add 7 to that. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So 6 times 7 is 42. I already found my answer by using facts I know and multiplication to help me solve it. So it looks like 42 divided by 7 is 6. Now we're going to use these strategies and a few different ones to solve a few word problems now. All right, guys, so I wrote a word problem. Our word problem is this. Ben made 24 cookies. He wants to give an equal number of cookies to 4 friends. If he shares all of the cookies, how many will each person receive? So we know there's a couple things in here it's telling us. We want to know the ultimate goal of this problem is asking us how many cookies will each person receive. We want to know what each person will get. We want to know how many cookies each person will get. I'm going to underline that question and make an answer statement. An answer statement is just writing that question in a statement form so I can have some goal of what I'm trying to do. So the question is, how many will each person receive? How many cookies, right? Each person will get blank cookies. Each person will get blank cookies. Each person will get blank cookies. All right, now let's take out our important information from this problem. He made 24 cookies. That means that's the most we have. That's our total. That's the total. That's how much he made. There's no more than that. It doesn't say he bought more. So I can write total, or I'll write T for total, 24 cookies. He wants to give an equal number to 4 friends. Anytime we see equal sections going off to different people, we know we're dividing or multiplying if it tells us how much they each get, right? Equal groups, equal sections has to do with multiplication and division. So I'm going to write that off to the side. I see equal groups. And there's 4 friends. We don't know how much. We want to know how much they each get. We're going to use something we used last week. I'll just let you see that because the light's reflecting on it. It's called our GET strategy. So G-E-T, get. I'll do it right here. G-E-T. And this helps us figure out for multiplying or dividing. I know my operation will not be addition or subtraction unless it's repeated addition or repeated subtraction. So each person, the G stands for groups. How many groups do we have in here? Is 4 friends that are splitting these cookies. 4 friends. Each person will receive, we don't know. That's our E is what we're missing. What each will get. But we do know the total is 24 cookies. So looking at this, I know I have my total. I know how many people are getting cookies, which is 4, the 4 friends. But I don't know how much they each get. I need to figure out, and I'm going to be dividing. It looks like I'm going to be dividing. So I'm just going to erase a little bit so that you guys can see what this problem will look like. Let's just represent it using a strip diagram too. With our strip diagrams, we have 2 rows. One will be the total. I'll just make it the top one since I don't have a lot of space up there. The total. The bottom will be how the groups and how much are in the groups, right? So I know there's going to be 4 friends. We have friend 1, friend 2, friend 3, and friend 4. But we don't know how much they each get. So for solving this, I think I'm going to draw a picture to solve this problem. I'm also going to bring this down so you guys can see it a little better. So I like to, if they're going to be friends, I'm going to draw little stick figures, okay? We have friend 1. We have, I'm going to move this to this space. Can you see this? Friend 1, friend 2, friend 3, and friend 4, okay? And I'm just going to draw one cookie by each of these friends one at a time until I get to 24. I'll just draw a circle for it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So each friend, let's see, let's just circle friend one. How many cookies does friend one get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our equation will look like this. We have 24 total cookies divided between 4 friends will be 6 cookies. I'm going to give you guys a minute to solve this problem how you would like to solve it using a different strategy. You can use groups, you can use an array, you can use skip counting, you can use related facts, whatever you want. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute to do that. All right, guys, so I'm going to check my work using, this time I did groups basically down here, so I'm going to do an array up here. I will do 4 rows to represent each person. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to count in each one at a time in each row until I get to 24. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And in each row, which is representing, right, friend 1, friend 2, friend 3, friend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I miscounted. Look at that. That's why we always check our work. 4, 5, 6. There we go. So each friend will get 6 cookies. We got it right 2 different ways. All right, I'm going to get another problem for us now. All right, so now we have a new problem. Jared was planting flowers in his garden. He had a total of 30 flowers he wanted to plant in 5 rows. If each row has the same number of flowers, how many flowers, I wrote will, but it's supposed to be did, Jared plant in each row? Now, how many flowers he planted in each row? Let's underline that question and write an answer statement. How many flowers did Jared plant in each row? Jared planted blank flowers in each row. Jared planted blank flowers in each row. All right, so now let's look at this problem. and get out the important information. Jerry was planting flowers in his garden. He had a total of 30 flowers. It gives us part of that right now. It tells us the total is 30. 30 flowers. He wanted to plant 5 rows. Guys, this is giving us multiplication and division vocabulary, what we practice with our strategies. 5 rows. And we want to know how many is in, oh no, how many is in one of these rows? Or each of them would be the same thing as how many is in one row. Now, we can use our get strategy again. DEC. And although we don't use the word group, each row, our rows are going to be our groups, right? So our groups are 5 rows. We want to know how many is in each row, and our total is 30 flowers. This is representing the equation 30 flowers divided by 5 rows. So I just have to write this like this, guys. Blank. I'm going to give you guys a minute or two to solve this problem using whatever strategy you want, okay? I'm going to bring this down a little so you can see the problem a little better. 30 flowers divided by 5 rows equals what? You don't have to use the strategy this problem is giving you, but you can if you want to. Go ahead and work on it. I'll give you guys about 30 more seconds for this problem. All right, guys, so now let's look at this problem. I'm going to actually draw out this into like a picture form. So what that's going to end up looking like is an array. You guys can see my markers. All right. So, let's see. There we go. I'm going to make 5 rows, like the problem says, with flowers and count up to 30 until I get to 30. So I have 5 rows, flowers. There's 1 flower, 2 flowers, 3 flowers, 4 flowers, 5 flowers, right? My flowers aren't perfect, okay? But I can make them a little. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. Now I'm going to keep making them until I get to 30, one at a time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we're skip counting by fives. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And now, my array doesn't look perfect, but if I was actually planting this, I would make sure it was nice and neat and organized. Anyways, so let's take this top row of flowers to see how many flowers are in each of these rows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 30 divided by 5 is 6. I'm going to check my work using skip counting this time. So I'm going to erase part of the top so that we can represent this. So I'm going to draw a number line for my skip counting. Let's see. So cutting me off. There we go. I draw a number line to represent my skip counting because we can use number lines for a lot. I want us to keep in mind when we are using a number line we can use it for all different things. And when we use it for addition and subtraction, we don't have to start at anything particular. We can start wherever the problem tells us to. Unfortunately, for multiplication and division, since they need to be equal jumps and equal sections, we have to start at 0. So I don't know if that's really an unfortunate thing or just a thing we need to keep in mind. So I'm going to skip count by 5s because that's what we're dividing. We're dividing 30 by 5. I have to start at 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And now I'm not done yet. I have done my skip counting. I did a great job with that. We need to count the jumps it takes to get from 0 to 30 when we skip count by 5s. So I'm going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll number them. 1, 2. I'm counting the jumps, not the lines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Jared planted 6 flowers in each row. Excellent job today, guys. You guys did great. So we solved division problems. Every problem we solved today was division. We might have used multiplication to help us, but the problem itself was division. We used all different strategies, number lines, skip counting, related multiplication facts, arrays, groups, anything. We used a ton of stuff today to solve division problem, one-step word problems. Excellent job today, guys. I'm really proud of you guys for following along and doing all the work today. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.